Mr. Saturday Night here, Friday Night Fights, bringing you an exclusive. Ray Lloyd, do you know who this man is? The absolute single greatest gimmick ever in the history of all gimmicks of WCW. Of course, I'm talking about Coach Mustard. No, I'm kidding. That's a deep cut right there. Blood runs cold. Glacier. Oh my God, he's on Friday Night Fights. What are you up to these days?
Oh, no, first, Barry, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. You know what? Other than having probably the greatest job in the world of being a coach here backstage at AEW.
Yeah, we are just a few hours away. I wish I could share with you the feeling of electricity in the air. AEW is set to go live. Of course, you can check that out. Simulcast now.
Max.
Simulcast on Max. And of course, TNT, TBS, Dynamite, and Collision. You can check it all out here. But you're here coaching. You're teaching the youth of today to be the great wrestlers of tomorrow.
Hopefully, molding the young wrestling minds. Hopefully, like I was fortunate enough to learn from some of the veterans, and hopefully, I can give some insight that hopefully helps them, do what they love to do, and then just being back around pro wrestling, it's like, man, it just gets my blood flowing.
Now, for those that don't know, who were the veterans that helped you that were influential in your career?
Well, I was so fortunate to not only get to meet a lot of some of the most legendary names in this industry. I got a chance to actually become great friends and learn from some of the greatest, like legendary Luthez, which a lot of younger fans might not know who that is. So you should Luthez, brother. And then of course the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
yeah, he was my childhood hero. And then I got a chance to not only work on him at WCW, but once he started his own company in 2000, Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. He brought me on to help him build that company, and that was just one of the greatest periods of my life, was working side by side with Dusty.
That's awesome. So aside from your duties here at All Elite, which I imagine are time-consuming, do you have anything else going on? I was saying you're working on some other projects. Maybe our fans of Friday Night Fights would like to hear about that.
When I'm not in the wrestling world, I've actually kind of transferred over a little bit into the movie industry. So my one of my best buddies in the whole world, Barney Love, Luther Biggs, we met at a power plant back in the day in WCW. We are co-founders of our own production company, which is actually called Power Plant Legacy Film.
Oh, wow.
In honor of our time at WCW Power Plant. And our first full feature film is out right now. It's called The Unbreakable Bunch.
Okay.
Just came out a few months ago, and you can find it on all the cable and streaming services from Amazon Prime to just look on your local cable service. You can probably find it there. But it's a great feature film that does something that we felt like hasn't really been done in the wrestling business, which is make a movie that really celebrates everything that's great about wrestling. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually they get the dark side or the corny side.
I mean, it seems the gritty reboots are the way of the future. So you're telling me this is a wrestling feature movie that I can show my 11-year-old kid?
Absolutely. Just got film, just got certified family friendly, and it's actually a film. It's what's actually, we didn't realize at the time we were making a movie that would fall into this genre called retro sci-fi action films, which is basically there's the wrestling story, but then there's a sci-fi element to the story. So it's kind of like the Magnificent Seven meets John Carpenter's They Live, which of course starred Roddy Piper. So if you can imagine those two elements to come together, but the real theme of the whole movie, Barry, is the fact that the thing that doesn't get shown a lot is what happens behind the scenes in wrestling, as far as the wrestlers who get to travel together and get to become friends, almost like family, and it's that camaraderie, friendship, and loyalty that gets developed. That's the story that doesn't get told a lot, and that's why we wanted to set out to make a story that you would think pro wrestling versus aliens doesn't really lend itself to a story about friendship, but it really does. And so that's there's a lot of layers to the story. I think people will really enjoy it. It's a good Saturday night beer and pizza movie.
That sounds entertaining. So again, you can check that out on any streaming service. Again, what is the name of the title of that? If they want to follow that on social media,
absolutely.
Where can they find it?
You can just follow us on any of our social media, The Unbreakable Bunch Movie, and actually our website, which we're so fortunate, Robert McLaren, who is Diamond Dallas Page's web guy for all of this DDP yoga.
So he's the guy behind the success. Okay.
And so he did our website as a favor to us, to the production, and we really couldn't have done this without him. But he put our website together, and all the information that you would need as far as where you can find it on the streaming and cable is on our website, which is theunbreakablebunchmovie.com. Theunbreakablebunchmovie.com.
Awesome. Well, Ray Lloyd, thank you for entertaining us. And I tell you what, I'm gonna do something big for our followers out there, Friday Night Fights. I'm going to beg this man for an exclusive look at this movie that he's been talking about, and hopefully we can air it on an upcoming Friday Night Fights. Again, if people want to follow you, though, the man, the myth, the legend, Glacier, or Coach Buzz Stern, that guy, like, where do they find you?
On my social media, you can just look up Glacier Ray Lloyd, and that's typically where all my social media followers.
All right, Friday Night Fights fans, I want Blood Runs Cold trending out there again. Again, thank you again for this time, and thank you for allowing us a little peek behind the curtain of the world.
Thank you, Barry. And please, guys, check out the Unbreakable Bunch. Help us get the word out. It's a great movie, and if you love wrestling, I promise you'll enjoy this movie.
All right, exclusive here on Friday Night Fights.
In a quiet Florida town, life was simple until everything changed.
Did you see that?
As an alien force invades and takes control, a group of unlikely heroes must come together to save the day. They fought epic battles in the ring, and now they're back, joining forces for the ultimate fight of their lives. With every townsperson in danger, these seasoned warriors will have to bring their A-game to defeat the alien menace. In a battle where stakes are higher than ever, it's time to wrestle with destiny.
Pro wrestling versus aliens. Man, that's like a monster movie.